On this all-new episode of Nightlife, we recap the Golden Knights' trip out east to take on the 3 tri-state hockey teams.
They won a 1-goal game, now they have a 2-goal lead. Barbashev, that might have been tipped in by Marchessault.
Plus, we head to West Point Academy for a special visit with the Stanley Cup.
Bill Foley, 2017? He said we're going to be champions, right? Well, where do you think that started? Well, if I direct your attention over here, we like to think that, that mentality started here as a cadet.
And we find out who the best New York City tour guide is inside the locker room.
Streets of New York.
Myself.
Oh, I would say myself.
Who's most likely to get you lost if everyone's riding the subway?
Simple question. It will be 10 guys out of 10 Paul Cotter.
All of that and more this week on Nightlife.
Welcome into a brand new episode of Nightlife from upstate New York, where it is a very special day here at West Point Academy, Gary.
Golden Knights owner Bill Foley, class of 67 here at West Point, and a really special day for him. He brought his hockey team, the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Stanley Cup, they are the Stanley Cup champions, to the place where he went to school. He also, some of his really good friends from the class of 67 are here with him as well. And just a few minutes ago, this is the mess hall that we're standing outside of. All the cadets are in there having their lunch, and before they started, they gave Bill the microphone. He said hello to the cadets. They gave him a big roar, and then he said, "I've got a special treat for you. I hope you like it." He introduced Mark Stone, and Mark Stone lifted the Stanley Cup up over his head, and the place exploded. As not as loud as T-Mobile, but really loud. It was very cool.
It was close, and we had a chance to follow Bill and the team around all day. Let's check it out.
West Point class of 1967 and owner of the Vegas Golden Knights, Bill Foley. And Bill, thank you so much for being here. What does this mean?
I just think it's great to have our team come in to see what West Point's all about and to experience the history and the aura of West Point.
About face. Forward.
Vegas Golden Knights' team captain, Mark Stone. He has a special little something for you today. Hope you appreciate it.
I think Bill was very excited for this trip and have the team here in the Stanley Cup. And rightfully so.
The whole aura of the place in its entirety, I gained a very large appreciation for the way they do their due diligence and they prepare and the commitment that it takes.
It's so cool. I mean, there's so much history, and just to see how much detail goes into everything there is really cool. One of my best friends plays on the hockey team. We had lunch with him, so that was pretty unique, I guess. I never thought I'd be doing that, but he says it's a different way of living. Like, some of the stuff that they have to do is pretty crazy. It's hard work, but it's pays off at the end.
The motto here at West Point is duty, honor, country. That's Derek Hines, and our team room is named after Hines. He was class of 2003, killed in 2005. But they were hockey players growing up, just like all of you. They had dreams to be pro players, right?
And I hope they take away an appreciation of what these fine young men and women have committed to and the ones that came before them, right? There's a little bit of that I think everybody should take and what they stand for.
Bill Foley, 2017? He said we're going to be champions, right? Well, where do you think that started? Well, if I direct your attention over here, we like to think that, that mentality started here as a cadet. Sir?
on behalf of not just myself and CSM Pareto, but all the Academy and the Long Gray line. We want to present you with the Cadet Saber. So on behalf of all of us, I want to give this to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right?
Time for our first break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, if you've ever wondered who the best navigator on the team is, you're in luck. Find out next when Nightlife returns, right here on Strip Sports.
Welcome back to this episode of Nightlife from West Point Academy. And Gary, this northeast swing, it's always cold, but it's always a trip that we circle on the calendar every year. What are some of your must-dos when you're in the big city?
Other than having a Guinness and a shot of Jameson at an Irish pub.
That counts. What else?
Counts? Sure, yeah. I like to try and get to Central Park and go for a walk, and then just, all the great shopping and sightseeing. I'm not a real big Times Square guy, but I like to get out and see the city and feel the energy. There's no other place in the world like it.
All good ideas, and we caught up with the Golden Knights locker room to find out who would make the best tour guide around the Big Apple. Who would you trust to guide this team through the streets of New York?
Brett Howden. Probably Marty or Howie because he lived here, but I'll go with Marty.
Oh, I'd say myself. Yeah, I mean, I typically wouldn't say that, but I lived here for a few years.
I'd say probably Marty. He's been around the league a lot, and I'm sure he probably went there a few times. So also Marty.
I think I know the roads and the subways and everything well enough, so I think I can take charge.
Well, considering I'm from Detroit, probably me.
You think you'd be most likely to lead the team?
Probably not.
Who's most likely to get you lost if everyone's riding the subway?
Simple question. It will be 10 guys out of 10 Paul Cotter.
Why?
Yeah, answers itself.
Paul Cotter, hands down.
Probably I'll say Paul Cotter. Yeah, it's not even close.
I mean, probably Paul Cotter. I mean, yeah, I know. I go with Paul.
I just want your reaction to the fact that unanimously up until this point, everyone else has said that you would be most likely to get lost in the streets of New York.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Time for another break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we head up to Long Island to relive the dominant performance against the New York Islanders.
Petrangelo scores! Barbashev was in front and got a piece of it. Petrangelo's wrist shot from out high, and it's 1-0 Vegas.
Keep it locked, right here on Nightlife. Welcome back to Nightlife. After a tough loss against the New Jersey Devils, the VGK would look to rebound against the New York Islanders.
Well, when in New York, you might as well do things the New York way. Today, the Golden Knights took the train from Manhattan here to UBS Arena. That's one of the great things about this New York trip. They just set up a home base for the week. No flights, no changing of hotels. You just get to get comfortable and have cool experiences like riding on the train. Dave, Shane.
Thanks very much. Love the train, and the Golden Knights are hoping that it'll pay dividends here. Of course, tonight, this marks the long-awaited return of Aiden Hill between the pipes for the VGK. The Golden Knights and the New York Islanders as the VGK underway from New York tonight. Petrangelo's shot turned away by Sorokin. Same trip this year, but a stop in Detroit on the way back to Vegas. Petrangelo scores! Barbashev was in front and got a piece of it.
It's an errant play right to Petrangelo, who fires it on net, and Barbashev goes to the front. He's going to cut right in front of Sorokin. There it is, right off the stick. It's Ivan Barbashev, his 12th of the Golden Knights have the 1-0 lead.
I think overall our team is, came out prepared for a game.
Rempel up ahead of Waugh. Waugh down, Rempel has a shot, score! Sheldon Rempel snaps it home. His first in the NHL comes on the power play to give Vegas the lead.
What a shot by Sheldon Rempel. He can fire the puck. Great play. Waugh goes down. Look at Rempel. Keeps the route. Goes to the net. Just coming down. Perfectly placed just inside the far post. as he beats Sorokin past the blocker.
Wazzy made a really good play on the wall there and was able to skate into it, but obviously an unbelievable feeling. I mean, it's a cliche, but I'll honestly never forget it.
Gave it away to Barbashev. Right back he comes with Juan Marchessault. Marchessault shot. Jake Sorokin rebound score. Nick Juan tucks it in as the Golden Knights convert the turnover. Second one, 3-1.
Good pressure, Wah. Dobson tries to force that pass cross ice. Good positioning. Barbashev, he finds Marchessault. Look at Wah. Drives right to the front of the net. Shot, rebound, and Wah gets enough of that to chip it past the gloves of Sorokin. As this line, they have been on fire lately offensively. Nick Wah assist on the Rempel goal, adds a goal to it.
With Barzal and Lee, drop pass to Barzal. Shot blocked by McNabb. Upton picks it up. His shot save. Hill. Rebound to Barzal and a save made again. Third chance. Hill there to deny Barzal.
The best sequence of saves by Aiden Hill.
And Barzal again. Down low, quick centering pass. Save Hill. I got chipped on net by Palmieri.
Great angle on this one. There's the chip between the legs, and then Nelson, that puck in front. I think Lee shoves it wide before Nelson can get to it. Here's an overhead view right there.
He'll feed it up ahead to Pajot with 3. A wrist shot deflected wide, and that's it. And what a return for Aiden Hill.
They're going to come out, they're going to play hard, they're going to get pucks to the net, and that's what they did tonight. So that's a good hockey team over there, and I thought it was a great hockey game.
Something that I've thought about my whole life, and so to have it happen tonight, it's a very special night. Yes.
What a strong rebound win to stabilize the road trip. After the game, Ashley Weiss caught up with Zach Whitecloud to discuss the unique road trip and what it means to play well on it headed into the All-Star break.
Well, Zach, besides picking up 3 or 4 points so far, what has this New York trip had in store for you?
I think exactly that. Obviously when you come out here, you get a chance, a day off or two to enjoy New York City, but at the same time, like you said before, 3 out of 4 points, and obviously with the New Jersey game, you want to come out on the right end of that one. But that doesn't happen sometimes, and learn from it, and went out and had a good effort on the tail end of a back-to-back. So we had a good team game that game, and then obviously we made a team trip to West Point, which was super exciting for all the guys and for our owner and staff, and it's been a good trip so far, and keep making it better.
You done anything else away from the rink?
No, we actually went to a Broadway show, so that was one of my first experiences there. Really exciting, super cool. Thank Alec Martinez for that, guiding the way and leading the charge on that one. Other than that, just been, relaxed.
What show was it, and how was it?
The Book of Mormon. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good.
What are you hoping to get out of these final 2 games before the break?
It's strictly what you said before, 4 points. This is the time of year where you're obviously heading into a break here, and you want to be playing your best hockey heading into that. Be able to go away refreshed and come back with the same mentality that you kind of left on. It's the final 2 games, right? So you want to make sure that again you're playing your best hockey, doing things the right way, playing as a team, and again make sure you get those 4 points because those are huge going into a break.
Can you describe what that best game looks like for this group?
Playing fast, defending well, executing in our defensive zone, and that's kind of been our motto for the past 6-7 years, whatever it's been, right, is being a defense-first team, and usually the offensive side takes care of itself. And with our forward group, there's no question marks around providing offense. There's obviously games where you might have to win games 2-1 or 1-1, whatever it is, and
you want to wave hi to your audience really quick?
Oh my gosh.
You're chirping your hat. Why don't they like the hat?
I don't know. They're jealous.
We'll end on that.
Yeah,
no, thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
Time for one final break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we head to Madison Square Garden to catch up with Dave and Shane before the puck drop against the Rangers.
Obviously, you played here a lot as a player. Yeah, what a building it is. It's right. There's a lot of history here. Even Logan Thompson loves it, who's behind us. A little bit of a photo bomb here. That'll make Darren happy.
Keep it locked. Nightlife will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife, coming to you from West Point Academy on the annual Golden Knights East Coast road trip. Before the final game in the tri-state area, we caught up with Dave and Shane as they gave us their thoughts on one of the most historic arenas in the world.
It's funny, Shane. A lot of times, if we have a game off on the road, I'm kind of bummed we're not going to do this game tonight. Great building, Madison Square Garden. We've both been here a lot over the years, and obviously you played here a lot as a player.
Yeah, what a building it is. It's right. There's a lot of history here. Even Logan Thompson loves it, who's behind us. A little bit of a photo bomb here. That'll make Darren happy. But yes, MSG, just the history and the thing about this building, I'll always remember playing here, particularly when I played with the Atlanta Thrashers. It's the only time we made playoffs. Won the Southeast Division back then. We played the Rangers, and it's a building where the fans are right on top of you. And that was before the $1 billion renovation here. So just it seems like they're right on top of you, really engaged, and it's a great place where you can feed off energy as the opposing team. So I think all the players, it's one of those special buildings you come into. You get amped up to play, and the Golden Knights got 3 or 4 so far on this trip, hoping to add a couple more here against a very good Rangers team.
Yeah, they lose in Jersey in overtime, then beat the Islanders. For the Rangers, this is their first game back here, right? Of course, they Golden Knights knocked them off at the Fortress. They continued their trip through California. What do you look for in this game?
The one thing about the Rangers, a lot of offense on this team. First thing, stay disciplined. Their power play is terrific. Zibanejad, Panarin, Kreider in front of the net, Fox. They've got a lot of guys that can hurt you if you take a lot of penalties. So they've got to be disciplined against this Rangers team. The other thing is the Rangers are really good at really kind of spreading out the offensive zone. So the defensive structure has to be on task for the Golden Knights. Probably the one area, I think when you look back, they had a bad start in that game. The Golden Knights need to break out the puck really quick and efficient. Don't allow a lot of offensive zone time to this Rangers team. They love to move it around, try to create plays, spread out the O-zone, as I said, and the neutral zone. Don't allow them to rush in and attack. This is a team that's a lot of speed, a lot of talent. They like to come in, be creative off the rush. So for the Golden Knights, I think it's, they've been trying to get back to that defensive structure, the way they like to play the games. Good defense. That's going to lead to offense for the Golden Knights. So it'll be a tough task here on the road, but try to take advantage of, they call it a trap game, that first home game back for a team, and see if the Vegas Golden Knights can pick up another 2 points.
The stage was set for a battle against the New York Rangers on national TV. And boy, did the VGK deliver a performance for all those who watched.
It is Schneider and Lindgren, the defense pairing right now. Panarin and a glove save made by Hill. Nick Hague on defense. His pass deflected off. Johnny Brodzinski came right out in front.
5 points in 2 games for Nick. Here's a centering pass for Rempel off his stick top of the crease, and it goes out high. Hague to the right. Connor shoots. Score! Rempel in front got a piece. Vegas takes a 1-0 lead. Playing in the same state where he played his college hockey, Potsdam, upstate New York. Now here at Madison Square Garden, Rempel.
Here's a takeaway by Panarin. Lafreniere down low. Robbed by Hill.
A steal for Colasar. Charging out. Colasar, the righty, shoots and scores! Colasar on the breakaway. Top right corner on Igor Shesterkin.
Vegas leads for the second time. They won a 1-goal game. Now they have a 2-goal lead.
Tip from Marchessault. What a setup. Waugh left corner, Barbashev left circle, Marchessault parked in front, and the Knights have a 2-goal lead. Marchessault's scoring streak is 6 games, Barbashev is 5, Waugh's is 3. Wow.
2 minutes played, third period. Here's Barbashev, and he had a follow-up shot, and they score. Off the hard carom, off the back wall, it's Marchessault who continues on a heater.
Wow, Jonathan Marchessault's second of the day.
Here's Barbashev with some room, and it's off the stick of Shesterkin, who lost his stick and makes a glove save without it. Off the drive by Braden McNabb. Marchessault again with a chance for a hat trick. Marchessault out in front, and Barbashev shot it wide in on the heel of his stick. Here's another great chance, and Shesterkin, his best save of the night. Long pass, here's another Open net and a hat trick. And Jonathan Marchessault has 3. There's no hotter player in the NHL right now than Marchessault.
With a win on Long Island, a visit to West Point, and now a win at Madison Square Garden. Aiden Hill 2-0 in his return to the lineup. Jonathan Marchessault delivers the hat trick.
I have 3 goals on the score sheet, right? But I don't think I played like amazing. I think Barb shot the first one off my foot, and the other one takes a perfect bounce to me, and I have a long back door, and the other one's an empty net. I mean, it's just sometimes you're more lucky than other times, you know. And it's just it's nice.
Well, that does it for this episode of Nightlife. After this trip, the Golden Knights are off for a week. What are we going to do without hockey, Gary?
We'll be normal people, I guess, and hang around Vegas, which is never a bad thing, and probably have to cook dinner, grocery shop, all the stuff that regular dads do.
Well, don't worry, we'll still have you covered with Nightlife next week with some on-ice breakdowns from Bruce Cassidy. And until then, happy All-Star Week, everybody. You too, Gary.
You too, Ashley.
I think a lot of teams are ready for us, so we got to bring our best tonight.
Long wrist shot, loose puck, and Marchessault scores. Marchessault coming. Barbashev off to Marchessault, and he scores! It's back-to-back goals. This marks the long-awaited return of Aiden Hill. Thompson picks it up. His shot's Aiden Hill. Rebound to Barzal, and a save made again. Third chance, Hill there. Petrangelo scores! Barbashev was in front.